Okay, there we go. What's up? Got my fan here. Iron Man, the Hulk, in Japanese. It's a little warm in San Diego this weekend. Not so warm that we have to turn on the air conditioning. We're making do with ceiling fans, etc. But much cooler than it will be in most parts of Japan, which is where many of you are headed. Group A people, you leave on the 24th next weekend, and the week after that, 31st of July, Group B people leave. There is a Group C, but it's very, very small. So hopefully you've gotten most of your stuff together and you're ready to go. You're doing last minute packing and thinking about orientation and meeting your supervisor and getting to your prefecture and starting your at least 1 year of life in Japan. So I wanted to take this opportunity to point you at a few videos that I made back in 2008 when I first did my series of jet vlogs. It seems amazing that it was 2 years ago now. So I'll put those links down below in the box. One is called Tokyo Orientation, and I discuss, going to Tokyo Orientation and, what you should do. Should you go out? Should you attend, etc.? This kind of seems to be the conundrum about that. I'll also put a link down there for last minute packing. I give some decent advice in that video after the part about rain pants, which I was very excited about back then. Everything from remembering your contacts and your contact solution to, omiyage. I have a video all about omiyage if you're still worried about that. And I talk in one video called Survival Japanese, I also talk about the jet diary. Some of you have worried about what you're going to say when you first meet people in Japan, etc. And in the jet diary, which looks like this, obviously this is my 2008-2009 one, which you get for free. And I don't know if you get it I can't remember if they give it to you in Tokyo, but I think they do. Or when you get to your home prefecture, but I think they give it to you in Tokyo. So on the plane, there's a page in here that has like greetings and things that you can say, a little canned speech that you can read in Romaji in Japanese to your assembled coworkers or something that just says, I'm very happy to be here. I look forward to working with all of you, yoroshiku onegai shimasu. So, that jet diary will be a very handy little book. Some things that have come up talking to people at Japan Juku and in comments. Remember, and I think I mentioned this, but I'll say it again. Remember that you have 2 suitcases, different weights depending on what country you're flying from. But one of those suitcases is immediately going to be taken from you and sent ahead to your prefecture, and only one suitcase will stay with you in Tokyo. So pack accordingly. Some people will tell you that you don't need to wear nice clothes on the plane ride, and I somewhat agree, but I know in LA when we were talking about it recently at our pre-departure orientation for the jets leaving from Los Angeles, the coordinator there asked them to wear business casual. Because her logic is you never know who you might be flying on a flight with. It could be the mayor of your town or somebody, and if you're in flip-flops and cut-off shorts or something, it just doesn't look that good. So she's requesting that the LA jets, at least have on, nice clothes. No jeans, she said, no flip-flops. But when you get to Tokyo, it will be very hot. The people there will take complete care of you. Don't worry about it. They'll meet you at the plane, get you to the hotel, etc., get you checked in, all that kind of good stuff. But one of your bags will be whisked away. So it's important to remember to pack the suit or nice clothes if you're a woman that you're going to wear after you've been in Tokyo for 3 days when you do have to dress up for sure, when you fly from Tokyo to your new home prefecture. Some of you will be so close to Tokyo that you might be taking a bus or a train, but the vast majority of you will fly. For instance, to Shimane, we flew from Haneda, the airport, the domestic airport in Tokyo, to Izumo. And then, some people, one of the posters on Juku is going to Shimane, and she lives in a town that's about 2 hours by car from Izumo. So after she flies in the afternoon, she has to then get in a car and travel. And that's really when you start to see, just how much Japanese do I know? Because hopefully your supervisor will speak decent English. If you're a high school ALT, you'll get lucky because your supervisor will also be an English teacher. But if you're like the majority of ALTs, if you're in junior high and or elementary school, your supervisor may or may not speak excellent English. So that's really when it struck me, when I got in the car with my supervisor, who was a nice guy but spoke very little English, the mayor of my town, and luckily one of my JTEs was with me. They brought her along, I think, to help speak English to me. But when they were all talking Japanese to each other in the car, etc., as we were driving along, I was just like, wow, I know, I couldn't keep up, and I was just like, wow, I'm in Japan now. Remember that about, your bag. Nice suit, tie for men, nice clothes for women, because you want to, make a good first impression when you get off the plane and meet your new people in your home prefecture. And that'll happen usually. You fly out on Wednesday. Some people ask me what time. I mean, obviously it's going to vary quite a bit, but most of you are going to fly out in the morning before, say, 12 o'clock noon, because, you have to check out of the hotel and go somewhere. And a lot of you will land and maybe go have lunch. That would be the first thing you do after you get off the plane. I know every year when we would meet the new jets in Shimane, we would take them out to lunch. Odd little cultural note there. You would think, okay, it's the first time this new person's been there. If you were an American at least, say, and you were meeting a new coworker like that and you knew they were brand new to your country, you would probably offer to pay for them. For that meal. Maybe they don't even have Japanese money yet, etc. The Japanese people aren't quite like that, from my experience. But generally the other jets, we would go along and we would always like, oh, no, this is on us, we'll pay for your first lunch in Shimane. But yeah, that's an interesting little cultural aside. So yeah, check out the links, last minute packing, and Tokyo orientation. You'll have your own orientation, which is much more helpful in my opinion, in your home prefecture. Some of it will happen right after you get there, after Group A and Group B arrive. In Shimane, it always happened at the end of August, just right before school started. So that can vary. I know in Shimane we had a language course that people could take for like a week or 10 days. It's really long, to help them learn Japanese, like a crash course, if they spoke very little Japanese. So that can be helpful. Find out if that's offered in your prefecture if you need it. I think a lot more jets nowadays, because it's more competitive, are being able to speak Japanese at least a little bit and have studied it in college or in high school before they going. So that's good. The more Japanese you speak, the better off you are. That's it. Updates coming up. I'm going to Comic-Con this weekend. That's my big thing. So I know I had said the banner contest was kind of going to end when the World Cup ended, but if you want to still try to do a banner for me, I've been posting some of the ones I've been getting in just at various times. They're awesome. And I'm going to announce the winner, etc. next week. So that'll be a video for next week. And I'll have Comic-Con videos on my Taisha Jason channel, my second channel. So go to my main page on my Argonauts for the link to Taisha Jason, and if you want to know about comic nerdness. Okay, I hope you're having a good weekend, and thanks for watching as always. Peace.